Welcome back, everybody. Welcome. This is Crimson Knight Gaming. I am Crimson Knight, and this is where we do the gaming. I hope you all are doing well today. I'm doing more or less okay. We'll be getting over here into Horizon Zero Dawn, as you can see down here in this corner, for just a moment. But before we do that, I just want to chat for a little bit. Also, I realized as I was doing my final countdown, I'm not quite, like, I wasn't fully ready to go live when I was intending to, so I'm a little bit behind. Specifically, I'm a little chilly, so I needed to grab a blanket. Yeah, real quick. You know, so I'm not over here going, so I'm not over here freezing. No, it's not that bad, but I did want a blanket. Let's see here. What else? Was there anything else that I needed to do? This needs to move. Hold on. Sorry, I had some stuff. I had a busy day today. And so I'm essentially having to restructure my desk from busy mode to stream mode. So give me one moment, please, and thank you. Okay. Hey, Queen, welcome. Glad you could make it. Having fun cleaning those litter boxes. Fun. My friend the Queen is chatting at me on Discord. You know, as you can do. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to bump my microphone there. Hopefully that didn't make a noise. I know that could be... I've been on the receiving side of some of those sounds. It could be a thing. But, how was work today, Queen? Assuming that you're within earshot. Because I know you said you didn't want to go today. So, how was it? I also spilled a mess over here that I'm having to clean up. One moment. Don't you hate it when you have something on your computer desk and you accidentally knock it over and you think you clean it up and then, like, after a day after it's dried, it's just sticky. Don't you hate that? Anyway, that stuff's out of the way. Oh, I'm missing this. Let me get my phone up right to the thingy. Thingy. Alright. Phone is now where I can see chat in case OBS decides to have a breakdown. Normally I would have a necklace on. I didn't feel like wearing one today. So, you know. How dare I? Sorry, the reason I bring that up is because I'm going through a mental checklist of things that I usually check before stream, just to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. I have my water. I have my backup water over there in the fridge. I have my free water, which is just a mixture of some strawberry juice and some iced tea. Oh, sorry. I forgot to medicate. I'm over here sniffling because I forgot to take my allergy pill. Also, I've been dealing with some hip pain from the fact that this chair that I've used is absolute trash. And so that means that it's not ergonomic. It's not doing its job as a chair, basically. And so my hip has been bothering me the last few days. It's been bothering me off and on for the last couple years because this chair is old. But yeah, it's been off and on. I would have occasionally my hip would get grumpy with me because of the chair. And yeah, yeah, it's officially reached a point where it's getting worse. So I have a new chair inbound. It'll be here Thursday, ish. So just sticking it out until then. But yeah, I needed. Again, I bring that up because nose meds and but alcohol. That's not the word. Nose meds and Tylenol. That's the one. Anyway, not that you all care. Anyway, so we'll be as I've already said, we're going to be getting into Horizon Zero Dawn in here just a moment. But before we do that, I have a link tree. If my rambling about my life hasn't completely thrown you off, you should absolutely check out my link tree. You'll find in there, you'll find links to my socials where you can get, where you can follow me for updates and all of that type of stuff on socials. A link to join my Discord server, where you can hang out with me, chat with me, and my friends, and like the Queen, who I responded to a bit ago, yeah. Also in there are links to my YouTube and Twitch, which if you're watching this at the exact moment that I'm live, you're hi, welcome to Twitch. If you're watching this on YouTube, I go live on Twitch, and then the VOD goes over to YouTube. So yeah, feel free. A week later. I need to remember that part because it's a week later the VOD goes over to YouTube. But yeah, I need to remember doing that. But yeah, that's all up there in the link tree. You'll also, if you are able and willing, you can absolutely choose to support me as well or help support me through the Ko-fi or the Patreon. The difference is that the Ko-fi will go straight into my pocket. Basically, it's like giving me a tip or something. And the Patreon is where you would support me if you want to help, like, improve my content and things like that. I'm constantly working on improving and adding more things to my Patreon stuff. It's just it's slow going for me just because I have a lot of ideas and things that I would love to do, but parsing them out, figuring out exactly how they would work and how that would translate through like Patreon or Twitch or whatever are you know, things, and they take time. So and most of my time goes into this, but yeah, the Patreon funds go straight to things like graphics. If I start earning enough regularly through the Patreon, that would also bring in a professional editor to edit my 3 to 4 hour long streams down to more manageable YouTube bites, and he also even put clips up on TikTok and other places, you know, typical stuff like that. But yeah, that would it's stuff that in theory I could do, but a professional, someone I could pay, would do it a lot better, and I don't, and they would be able to do it faster because it would take me fucking forever. Or I would have to like dedicate all of my time to it, which honestly is not that feasible for me at this point. But anyway, so yeah, those are the main differences between the Ko-fi and the Patreon, if you care. The Ko-fi is if you want to just give me a quick tip to like let me buy a soda, or let me buy a drink or some snacks or something, that would go through the Ko-fi. Or if you want to buy me lunch, you know, drop a 20 in the Ko-fi or something for Taco Bell or whatever. Taco Bell or Little Caesars or well, not Pizza Hut. I don't think there's Pizza Hut around here. But yeah, for something from a restaurant, that would all go through the Ko-fi. If you want to, yeah, the other stuff is Patreon. Yeah. Sorry, I am exhausted. I am exhausted. I'm doing the best I can, and so I apologize if I seem to like trail off or just kind of fade for a bit. That's why I'm drinking the iced tea, because caffeine. It's a low dose of caffeine and a decent bit of sugar, which should help me, you know, function. But anyway, also why I have snacks to help me keep moving, basically. But yeah, I'm so it yeah. Anyway, yeah, check that stuff out if you feel so inclined and or are able. If you're willing and able and feel inclined. Mm-hmm. So anyway, yeah, that's all. So let's get into the game. Sorry, I'll hold on just a second. I know there's no music currently. There we go. And that was alt tabbed. Tabbed? Alt tabbed. All right. So from what I recall, because it's been a minute. All right, so we don't have all of the viewpoints. That's okay. That is fine. Vantage points, not viewpoints. Vantage points. That's fine. Anyway, don't have all the audio data points. I do have the ones those in the random worlds. Right. Okay. Yeah, I said it. We were gonna head up to this area. Basically, from what I recall, we found the sister of Aaron, and his, and yeah, we found her, saved her long enough for her to die. And it was all very sad. And yeah. Anyway, now we're heading back to that same village, to Pitchcliff, because we have a side quest that's going to take us there that we couldn't do beforehand because the storyline mission took over. Oh shit, there's some shit happening.
speak to whoever's in charge.
Come here.
Thank you. We're exhausted. It's the third flock we faced today.
Damn. Third flock of exactly those. Damn. But yeah, I now see why that mission could not overlap with the main storyline. Okay. Leader of village. That won't help. This guy. How get up? How get up? Oh, that get up. Hello. Hello,
You
sir.
just flew in on a rainbow and saved our sorry slags. Where do you come from?
A man named Hackard outside the village warned me.
Traitor! I ordered him to stay put. I'll throw him in irons.
He's dead.
What? That scorched out, filthy, rotten dirtwad of a brother. Why didn't he listen? Why?
He was worried you and the entire town would be killed. Do you have any idea what could be drawing the Glinthawks? Has anyone come trying to sell lures? They're devices that attract machines.
Is that real? Is that some sort of Nora joke?
I'll take that as a no.
Okay,
Has
racist.
anything changed that might have lured the Glinthawks? Have you left machine scrap lying around?
No. Us around use our scrap. Not like the Carja. They only keep the pretty parts.
So the Carja have been leaving scrap around.
Here? Never. If a Carja wasted scrap on my watch, I'd pick it up and make him eat it.
Why do you think the Carja have anything to do with the Glinthawks?
We built this outpost to protect against the Carja. Now they're coming here to trade. Fine. Their shards are as good as anyone's. But everyone knows that they want this place. Come to think of it, they want every place.
But how could the Carja have brought on the Glinthawks?
If I ever get a break from them, I'll see if I can spare a man to follow the trail. Guaranteed, there's a Carja at the other end.
What exactly do you do here?
I'm the mayor. Mostly because I was too drunk to say no when my brother asked me. Tell me where he is, and I'll lay him to rest once we get these Glinthawks to flock off.
You'll find him due south of here, along the river.
Damn that fool. That bum. That lunkhead. Thank you for being with him at the end.
Why don't I investigate why the Glinthawks are attacking? You've got your hands full.
Really? No one ever offers to help me. You, any good at tracking?
You could say that.
All right, then. Let me know what you find. Hammer to steel, a Carja is behind all this.
I'm gonna laugh if it's not, though.
That device is sending out a signal. Might be what's attracting the Glinthawks.
Turn off! Turn off!
What are you doing?
By the sun, it won't turn off.
That
Oh, it
device
is a Carja.
making the Glinthawks attack. Turn it off.
Me? I don't know how to turn it off any more than I know how I turned it on. I scrounged it from an old workshop.
That should do it. Now start talking. You mentioned you found the device in a workshop?
Yes. I camped out atop the snowy eastern ridge. No easy climb even in my best years, but I girded my...
Enough. Were there any other devices at this workshop?
abandoned equipment, the likes of which I've never seen. A peculiar silo remained impervious to my attempts to open it. As I searched, I wondered how many secrets lie hidden in this world, as we, in our ignorance, go about our daily...
Your point?
Oh, no, I didn't see another device. But one could still be there, waiting to unleash its horrors.
Bruh.
Why are you scrounging gear you don't even understand?
My customers demand extraordinary pieces best found at the fringes of civilization. My tales of adventure only increase their value. Where others only dare tread, I flourish. No mountain climbs too high that I can't mount it. My trade demands sacrifice.
Including the sacrifice of innocence? Those Glinthawks swooped down and attacked everyone.
I didn't mean for that to happen. I sought only to sate the appetites of rich nobles who never leave their mansions.
Did you know this whole time that that device was luring Glinthawks?
By the sun, no. I stashed it here for a while, but when I came back, I was nearly beheaded by one of those flying terrors.
He was telling it to turn off, though.
This device is dangerous. I have to find that workshop and make sure it's the last. Where is it?
On the eastern ridge, just beyond my campsite. But after I descended from the workshop, a cracking above me signaled my doom. I dove into the river mere moments before an avalanche took out the path. You can't...
Dude, I'm not buying anything from you.
The climb is too perilous.
I'll take my chances. You just stay away from that workshop and try not to cause another mess.
All right, so if I'm right, yeah, that's what I thought.
That car just said the workshop was near his campsite on the eastern ridge. Machines are alert.
There's a stern bird. Okay. Oh, look, I'm seeing a couple of storm birds. Campfire? Ah, yes, campfire.
Here's the Scratcher's campsite, so the workshop can't be far. If I can find a way around the avalanche.
Okay. That would be the avalanche. Yeet. Game is so pretty, I swear to God. All right. Long leg. Okay, so I came up there. Oh, do I keep going? Oh, fuck, 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 fuck. Grab, grab. Thank you. That was bad. Almost bad. Almost very bad.
Make this quick. I thought they'd go on forever.
Hmm.
It's heavy. Well, it's going white.
Come on. A little bit closer.
Just out of their way for now.
There you go. All right, we got a couple of watchers over there. Ooh, red eye watchers. Okay. And we got this freeze bellowback. What's your path looking like? Okay. Freeze bellowbacks are weak to fire, right? Yes. Also to freeze, but yeah. I have fire here. Nothing. Nothing. Carry on. Go on about your business. Nothing up here, just us plants. Do 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 do. Biddy 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 boo. Biddy 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 boo boo. Biddy 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 boo. Biddy biddy da. Damn. Okay. Chill, man.
Does it?
Now. Hi, fellas. How you doing? All right.
But
There's
I
the
won't find that
Stormbird.
Stormbird here. If I find any and destroy them, the machine should leave.
Okay. I mean, I could just kill the Stormbird. Nah, I'd rather let it go in peace if I can. Oh, fuck me. That looked a lot closer than it was. What is it they always say? Look before you leap. Alright, it is specifically watching that direction. Alright, so I need to go that way. Get to that one. Now it's gonna be watching me from there. Oh, look at Aloy's little face. Gonna be watching me from up there. Okay. Where's my next hiding spot? Over there, I think. I think when it next moves, I'm gonna sprint. Nothing. Nothing. No, no, it's okay. There's nothing here. Least of all anything that's gonna harm you. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Here they come.
Almost there. It's okay. Go lay down. Go rest. Go sit down. It's okay. See? Nothing to worry about. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's gonna fly over there now. And we have one more over here.
Done. No more lures. Now about this workshop.
Oh, okay. I love that it landed over there. God, okay. There's a path here. I wonder where this path goes. Oh, it's a quick way down. Got it. All right, now for this workshop.
So Dervahl was behind these lures. Brilliant. And dangerous. Now to bring word back to Pitchcliff.
All, huh? Yeah, Dervahl, the asshole Oseram who resulted in Aaron's sister's death. Okay. Okay. Oh god. Hey, didn't even get any damage. Love it when that happens. Brilliant. Yeah, I'm just gonna go over here.
Still be fighting for our lives if someone hadn't stepped in.
You'll be happy to know I found another one of those lures and destroyed it. Should be the last you'll hear of it.
By fire and spit, you went above and beyond. How do you know there won't be any more?
The workshop where I found it was long abandoned. You're safe.
Good. My troops want to spit and shake your hand, as my brother would have. On behalf of Pitchcliff and my family, I thank you.
Ooh, an extraordinary reward box. Cool. Alright.
My suggestion? Keep an eye on those Karja.
Okay. Wrong button. Okay, where is the grave horde? All the way over here. Right. Now let's go to hold on a second. Hold on one second. Might just go to the grave horde. No, let's go to grave horde first. Hold on one second. Actually. No idea if this is how you're actually supposed to get up here, but fuck it, it's how I'm getting up here. Just gonna Bethesda my way up, man. Oh, I probably could. It's fine. Oh. Found the edge of the map. Mm. Okay. So that there's sorry, I have a because I've been notoriously missing side quests. I have a a map up that shows me ones. It shows me where they are. And the one I was here looking for is later. Then all of those. One down there that I'll get to later. Did that one. Did that one. That one's later. I think I did this one. That one later. Those are DLC. That one, that one, that one, that one. Okay, so yeah, okay. Yeah, genuinely, it's just the two. Got it. At least for now. I'm going to Gravehorde. Can I fast travel to Gravehorde? No. Fine. Okay.
graveling a bit. They're inside too. A battle, frozen in ice and time.
Okay.
Say again, Lieutenant.
I got some. Titan is through the defenses. Still on approach.
Are you getting this, Silence? Silence?
Looks like quite an enduring victory we put our foot in today. Contact in 30 seconds.
Hey, think that's enough time for Sobek to finish Zero Dawn?
If this is really it, I gotta say, it's been an honor to serve beside these tanks.
Silence, you getting this?
What is it?
All these soldiers. They died here.
People die all the time.
Operation Enduring Victory. What did that mean? Whatever it was, doesn't seem to have turned out very well. That does it. Time to take a look around the room.
Lana Acosta. Vandana Sarai.
Titan inbound, same play as Akron. Base defense locks it down. We engage, sever the limbs, blast out the foundries. Another day in the life. Reconcile, very close. Anti-MRB on point. Hoorah!
All right, that's 4 here. Oh, let's see. Is there anything else? There's something over there. What's that? Ooh. Stranded necklace. What is that? Oh, right. I have some stuff though. Oh, wow. Okay. Mysterious item is valuable only to the most curious merchants. 6 tarnished metal ingots threaded with a plain wire. Interesting. I wonder if that's like dog tags or something. Anything over here? No. Okay. All right, Aloy. Allons-y. One second. The door or something
Must
over
have been where the
there.
soldiers slept. Like the lodge in Mother's Heart, I guess.
Corporal Acosta.
Log. Third Battle of California Marine. The swarm came in from the Pacific, and I don't know if it was the local Minutemen or the crazy 15th, but they'd set the garbage patch alight. Man, the sea was on fire. That stuff was... The first wave of bots came in covered in burning sludge. It bought us an hour or two of slaughtering them on the beaches before the swarm recalculated. We pulled them inland, back through the Kalmar sprawl. Dropped buildings on them, EMP'd the grid. Standard operating procedure. The last time I was in California, I was 5, 6? The light was like that vintage social net filter that was everywhere in the 40s.
Okay. Costa B.
Log. First battle of the eastern seaboard wall. Had a long run up to it. This was before Kalmar, and projections were a lot worse for the east. For 3 weeks, we kept getting scrambled out to some coastal burg to train Minutemen. It was always raining on account of Europe already being torched. Block after block of prefab barracks. They were still printing barracks right up until the hour the main force hit. The Minutemen? We ran combat drills with them in the streets where they'd lived, trying to pretend they might live to die somewhere else if they paid attention. Nothing worse than the ones who actually bought into it. Hopeful, pestering us with questions about Zero Dawn like we know something they don't. I swear, the more we do this, the more like the bots we are. Except they learn from every fight. And us? I'm not so sure.
Chop. Okay, so we've been over here. Those two, that's it. Objective does want me to go over this way.
Where was this place?
Recalls, I've been instructed to remind you of Article 115 of base policy regarding unauthorized use of processor cycles. Specifically 115C. Any holographic simulation not directly related to operational training or efficiency. Consider yourself reminded. Recalls, I've been instructed to remind you of Article 115 of base policy regarding unauthorized use of processor cycles. Specifically 115C. Any holographic simulation not directly related to operational training or efficiency. Consider yourself reminded and enjoy your gaming.
Aw. And enjoy your gaming.
Thanks for the mails, you. Time goes fast on active duty. 4 months with the wreck and recalls, I don't know, 20 drops. In and out of the West Coast, fighting with these civilian enlistees, scrappy guys and gals. Their training is basically, here's a DEW, when you see a bot, hit it. But somehow it's all coming together. Between us and the 6th MRB, we took down a horse at Lithium Beach. Pulled out before its buddies arrived, but to see a big one go down, I hope it made the news, honey. Showed everyone we're gonna have a shot at turning this around. We just need to give Project Zero Dawn the time it needs, and everything will be the way it used to be. I know it's been days, honey. I'm so sorry. Deployments are getting real long and tougher every time. The swarm's getting better at predicting us. Less of us now. And we have to put in 10 times the work for everyone gone. Like a family business on hard times, only... this isn't my family. It's not with you. I still try to see you. The life we had. In the eyes of the people out there. I remember when they were glad to see us. When they still had hope. It all seems to be slipping away. I don't even recognize the places we're defending. The only thing I know I'm still fighting for is you. The Zero Dawn to turn this around. Whatever the hell that is.
Oops.
Definitely awake now.
She says because this water is cold. Okay. All right. I'm not seeing anything that says, "Hey, come over here. This is where we're supposed to be here." Just a few items and stuff. So we're gonna proceed. Not that way. This way, and then this way.
The furnishings were metal. How'd they ever get comfortable? It was
We
the
had
metal
cushions.
world. Guess they were used to it.
They had cushions and blankets. Mattresses. Looking back, I thought 64 was shaping up to be a pretty good year. No more drinking, no more mercenary sec work. Stripping offshore wind farms for the OEZ. Just me and a plasma cutter, 400 feet above sea level. Then I got the recall alert. Read them up on a turbine in the smell of cooking ozone. They covered every angle. Better pay, amnesty for any combine wars you'd fought in. Guaranteed citizenship. We should have thought, okay, what's the catch? But what we did think was, I guess we are better than the bots after all. Big talk from here. He's about pride and duty. Smart guy. He was right. I'd been proud to be a US soldier. I jumped at the chance to be one again. And look what I landed in. In here.
Just one bed. Maybe their war chief's room.
Oh, most of them had their only bed. Last night we got talking about D-Day in 55. I was a kid then, only a few years out of boot camp. General Assembly was a General Assembly and a drone hangar. Summer and the sky was bare. The heat was killer. They say U.S. human combat forces are being disbanded. All automated now. We're last cycle's tech, out like the old net. A million more on basic. In a century recession. Could be you'll help build the robots that took your jobs. Or if you know how to handle a power suit, you could find a place that still uses manual labor. Maybe in the OEZ or China, where you're not our problem. Low suicide risk, it said in my discharge file. Alright. Oh, hey, right, okay.
These wires must run to the power source.
Hey, y'all wanted to know how I remember the geotherm system reboot? Goes like this. Bird flies north in summer, east in spring, west in fall, and south in winter. Didn't expect to hear nature poetry from the lips of Mike the GT Tech now, did you?
Holographic
As
images.
usual, I defy expectations.
Code. Maybe I should try scanning objects in this area. Oh, that's informative.
Okay, so up, down, left and right. Okay.
Three power lines, three sources. That makes one.
Hey, y'all wanted to know how I remember the geotherm system reboot? Goes like this. Bird flies north in summer, east in spring, west in fall, and south in winter. Didn't
Wrong button.
expect to hear nature poetry from the lips of Mike the GT Tech now, did you? As usual, I defy expectations.
That's two. One more.
Up, up, down, down.
Tools being used. And voices. More clips. Must be another way. Another power cell. I only need one more to get to that ancient armor I found. It's them, all right. They're not looking for answers, just weapons.
Come on.
Seen through the eyes of the ancients.
Fuck. Well. All right. Well, we're going loud.
They're still looking.
Fall before the shadow! Your end is...
So anyway.
Heavy. Hits hard, too.
Come on. There you go.
These will keep.
Excuse me. Supply crates down there. I'll get to. There we go.
No room.
Okay. Ouch. My health did not like that one bit. Oh, I remember what I was doing. I was doing this. Okay. There we go. I'm not sure if that's exactly how I should have done that, but hey, it worked. Here. Ah, there we go.
Ames, I know I mail you too much. I'm just proud of what you're doing. Everyone back home is. We got moved inland 10 kilometers, just as a precaution, they say. School's still in session, so I get to keep my eye on Andres and Reggie. We never know where or when you're fighting, but when the VTOLs go over, all the kids run out and wave. I believe in you. I know nothing's ever gonna be the same, but I believe in you. I believe in us. Ames, I don't even know if you're alive anymore. The mails I get from you, they say they're from you, but they don't sound... They sound recycled. Phrases put together, and you don't say anything about the news I pass on. The containment zone, the rebreathers, the rioting, One Earth. What happened in the Dallas bubble, Ames, that wasn't the robots. They won't even give me a straight answer when I demand to know if you're still alive. They just say if your messages keep coming, then you're still operational. It's not fair, Ames. It's not fair that you won't be with me when the lights go out. I love you.
That's so sad.
Wow. Yeah, that is busy work, Queen. That is busy. But you got it all done. Yay! Right? Yay! Right? Right? Well, well, darn. I try and I try. Edited and approved.
Thanks for the mails, you. Time goes fast in active duty. 4 months with the wreck and recalls. Fighting with these civilian enlistees. Scrappy guys and gals. That's all coming together. Between us and the 6th MRB, we took down a horse. I hope it made the news, honey. Showed everyone we're turning this around. We just need to give Project Zero Dawn the time it needs.
We heard the unedited version of that. Oh, okay. Well, almost done then.
I know it's been days, honey. I'm so sorry. Deployments, getting real long. We have to put in for work for everyone. Like a family business. I still see you in the eyes of the people out there. They were glad to see us. They still had hope. I'm still fighting for you.
That one was very heavily edited.
Status report. 9th Mechanized Response Brigade, Commanding Officer Lieutenant Fiona Morrell. Unit morale continues to be adversely impacted by outbound engagements against the Pharaoh Plague, especially when said engagements occur in sectors where civilian guard enlistees have been heavily engaged. The scope and nature of fatalities suffered by civilian guard and unarmed civilians in these sectors defy description. And witnessing it is generating a pervasive sense of hopelessness in the unit. Accordingly, I once again request that deployments of the 9th MRB be temporarily refocused on facilities that are mission critical to Project Zero Dawn. And once again, I request an immediate update on the status of Project Zero Dawn's timeline.
So, yeah, we just heard a couple of very edited versions of some messages from Guliev. Yeah, they are heavily editing his stuff, which means that they're keeping close to the chest the exactly what's going on and how bad it is. Which is fair. They are literally facing the end of the world. So, like, that's absolutely fair. But also, it's not right, you know? Fascinating how often those two things are at odds. What's right and what's fair. Actually, fascinating how little those two things are at odds. USRC deployment records. (2065). We have 40 years, y'all. Operation Kickback, Reno, Nevada. Civilian Guard and Armored Battalion skirmished with Vanguard elements of Pacific Northwest Swarm. Losses in excess of 40%. Operation Thick Skull. Shenandoah Valley. I used to live not that far from there. Well, relatively. Engagement began at 0800. Significant damage on ES-17 swarm. Surviving elements of 12th MRB withdrawn to Akron Cleveland defensive line. Operation Body Blow, Akron, Ohio. 9th and 10th MRBs, supported by sustained aerial strikes, assaulted the Horus-class Titan, resupplying the eastern seaboard swarm. Engagement began at 0400 and concluded at 2200 with the elimination of the Titan. Note that this is 9th MRB's third Titan kill with minimal losses. Brigade readiness status. 3rd MRB refused recall orders from Operation Pinch Hit. Deployment along Pensacola-Tallahassee defensive line. Court-martial proceedings underway. 7th MRB recalled from New York engagement zone to reinforce Wichita Theater. Ready. 9th MRB refitting at USRC facilities. Ready. 10th MRB transferred from Kalmar. Data corrupted. Get off the geometry. Activating holo projector.
What is this?
That? It's a map.
A map of what?
Our world. The planet Earth, Aloy. It's not flat like you thought.
Why would I think that? During eclipses, the shadow cast on the moon is curved. So our world is a globe. And it looks like this, from a distance.
We'll discuss this another time. Back to the matter at hand.
The Faro robots were spreading across the world, eating everything up. Somehow, Elizabeth stopped them before it was too late. But how?
Or was it too late? I'm not convinced it wasn't too late. Oh, interesting. Sorry, I was expecting there to be a power cell here, and it's because I missed the note on the map I have that shows a power cell here, which is that there's 3 possible locations in this area, but there's only 1 power cell. That's interesting.
The eclipse. Tampering with a metal devil. But they don't think they can wake it, do they?
You better hope they don't.
Watch out!
Oh look, they woke it.
Sun, shadow.
Another Kovish. And this one can move.
Okay, I need to remember how to beat Deathbringers. Fire and shock. They're strong against corruption. You hit with a bunch of tear. Knock its shit off. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Remind me, what do I have here? Terror Blaster, you are close range. Yeah, you're not that helpful. Rope caster I have on. Wait. No, let's go for the Deathbringer first.
Okay, we're sneaking.
Damn. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay. All right. Hold on. One moment, please. Bear with me. Bear with me. And we'll be in a world of pure and utter fun shit. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Okay. Let's try that again. All right, so first things first. I'm not going to be stealthing on this thing much. Let's see here. What armor should I use? That protects against projectile attacks. I'm not sure I would count what he was throwing at me as projectile attacks. They're more like explosives. I don't know. I guess we'll stick with the... Hold on. What is the... Is it just melee damage or all damage? Hold, please. Modify it. Nope. There we go. You are specifically melee damage. Okay. Cannon turret that would be ranged. Cooling rods. I remember the theory. Flamethrower. Grenade launcher. The grenade launcher is what it was thrown at me, I think. Or it was the swarm launcher. Either way. I think... Excuse me. This one would be my best bet. I hate the little hat thing.
The eclipse. Tampering with the metal devil. They don't think they can wake it, do they?
Watch out! Sun, scatter!
Another Kobish. And this one can move.
Okay, I am actually gonna start with this one. Because I want to see if I can't clear the herd a little bit. Oh, nope, nope. Okay, just to remind myself, the theory is you hit the cooling rods a lot, cause it to overheat, and then hit the cooling rods. Okay. Oh, ow. All right, so that plan didn't work. Don't mind me, I just ate a missile to the face, it's fine. There we go. Oh.
They had to fight hundreds of those all at once.
Yeah. And they had technology that was on par with it to a degree. All right. Okay. Now. All right. Loot the damn thing. Loot the corpses.
Gonna come in handy.
Okay. Okay. Swapping to this, to do some healing. Swapping back. Open door. Hello. What you got? Biosphere degradation. Chief findings. Despite increased tactical proficiency of elite and civilian guard units, many hard-won engagements in the Central European, Antarctic, and Pacific Reach theaters. The Faro Plague's rate of advance has not slowed, nor has its biomass consumption rate. Damage to the biosphere has already exceeded 2038 levels by every measure, and grows worse by the day. Extinction timeline projections remain unchanged, with OAC predicted for mid-November 2065. Annihilation of exposed human populations in February 2066. Extinction of macrobiotic land organisms by the end of March 2066. And extinction of marine life in early 2068. Continued secrecy regarding Project Zero Dawn, the utter silence regarding its mechanisms of action and completion date make it impossible to predict Zero Dawn's impact or lack of impact on the extinction timeline. Atmospheric collapse. Atmospheric oxygen depletion and toxic emissions remain the greatest environmental threat to Operation Enduring Victory, as well as the wider civilian population and animal life. Operational atmospheric collapse is OAC is currently predicted for mid-November 2065, after which military personnel will require rebreathing apparatuses to operate in the open, and civilians will only be able to survive inside sealed structures. The requirements for air scrubbing and recycling in facilities is addressed in Addendum A, linked to this report. Potable water shortages. Major water treatment facilities are already struggling to process water sources compromised by rainfall, heavily contaminated by toxins emitted by the consumption of the Eastern Hemisphere. Following the necessary shutdown of all nano-scrubbing functionality, wastewater recycling is already beyond capacity. Military response escalation. Addenda linked to this document cover the short-term effects of scorched earth engagements in defense of the western seaboard and the ongoing effects of the oceanic economic zone's use of nuclear weapons to delay the enemy's initial advance across the Pacific theater. Data corrupted. Oof.
Got too much already.
Dr. Sobek, as projected, the Wichita salient has collapsed. 5 Horus-class Titans have broken through. We predict contact in 34 hours.
Everything is in position, General. It took a few shortcuts to pull everything together, but Zero Dawn is functionally complete. Good to go.
That enduring victory served its purpose after all.
Yes, if we'd had even one day less.
I've sent you an encoded file, Doctor. Please do me the favor of archiving it.
I'll see what I can do. What is it?
A brief statement. An allocution of crimes, I guess you'd call it.
To what are you admitting guilt?
Over the past 16 months, Doctor, I have presided over the greatest wholesale slaughter of military personnel and civilians in the history of history. Genghis Khan, Hitler, Stalin, Sorabella, add them all together. They don't even come close.
You didn't do the killing, General.
No, not directly. But I didn't wind up the highest-ranked military commander in the United States by resisting the automation of the armed forces. Even before the swarm, Doctor, I was helping death along. So, instead of letting what I've done sink into the murk, forgotten. I sent a file with all the details. Let posterity judge my actions with clear vision.
I'll do as you ask, General. But you should consider that were it not for your actions, our actions, there wouldn't be any posterity to judge us.
Perhaps. Dr. Sobek,
At ease, General. And goodbye.
hell of a thing.
Pets are still alive. That's good. Bread is in the oven. Even better. Drinking water. The best. Absolutely the best. So I'm glad that's not too bad. Good. Good, good, good.
Thank you, Dr. Sobek. You can take a seat.
What? You're going to thank her after what she just said?
Dr. Sobek has made the situation very clear, General, and given us an option. We should all be thanking her.
Oh, it's just... I mean, my God.
Maybe take this discussion offline.
There's not going to be any discussion. You saw the numbers. Now, Pharaoh, he'll foot the bill, but his money can't buy the time necessary to complete Zero Dawn. That can only be paid for in blood.
Oh, come on. If we upgrade our fleet, crack the code somehow...
Were you not listening? Robots can't do the fighting for you this time. When it comes to hacking, this rogue swarm is an apex predator. Anything automated you throw at it, they will hijack and take over.
But this, we'd be throwing civilians into a meat grinder.
Commanders, the enemy we're facing self-replicates faster than we can kill it. And it eats biomass as fuel. Zero Dawn is all we've got.
So we put a railgun in the hand of every civilian strong enough to carry one, show them where the trigger is, and point them to the front? How the hell do we sell that?
By giving them something to fight for. Zero Dawn. The top-secret super-weapons program that will save us. So long as humanity holds off the swarm long enough for Dr. Sobek and her team to finish it. The file I'm sending contains the war plan for Operation Enduring Victory.
War plan? This is a war crime.
It may be ugly, but it's something. Consider the alternative. Dr.
Look at her head. She's putting her head down.
Commissioned orbital launch base outside Bryce, Utah, as the Zero Dawn staging area. Plenty of space there. When can you get started?
I've already mailed you a list of alpha and beta candidates. Most are foreign nationals or subjects of corporate holdings, so extracting them...
Leave that to me. You'll get your dream team. Count on it.
Then I'll be off. Orbital launch base. What is that? What did these people do? What did Elizabeth do? Glad to be rid of that place. Now I just need to find the orbital launch base they talked about.
I've checked my data and located the base. That's the good news.
And the bad?
It's directly underneath the Citadel. The palace at Sunfall.
The capital of the Shadow Carja. Not exactly convenient.
The palace is crawling with Eclipse agents. Many in positions of authority, all of them wearing focuses. The moment they see you, Hades will too. He'll issue another kill order, and this time, the entire Shadow Carja military will be after you.
So, disable their focuses. You've done it before.
It's not that simple. Too many focuses in one place, each of them communicating with each other and back to Hades, a whole network of them.
Network? What's that?
Imagine a vast, invisible web stretched across the land from end to end, connecting focuses together, allowing them to communicate over vast distances instantaneously.
All right, so is there some way to cut the web down?
Crash the network. Audacious. Yes, there is a way. A weak point in the network.
Point the way.
I'll send the location data to your focus. Head there, and I'll be in touch when you're close with more directions.
What was Zero Dawn? What sort of super weapon did Elizabeth make? She stopped the machines, not before the world she knew, her civilization, ended. Let's hope it won't come to that again. Now, how am I gonna get down from here? Oh, this should be quite the ride.
Whee!
I'd do that again if it weren't so much work to get back up there.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. All right. How are we doing on time? 9 o'clock. Okay. Skill points 2. I don't have any skills that I can upgrade with just 2 points. So map. All right. The orbital base is all the way over here. So we are actually going to go to Meridian. That's the word. First, and do that. Gaia. I don't think Zero Dawn was a weapon. Because I think they were at the point where the question was not how do you stop what's happening, and more how do you save as many people as you can and ensure the species keeps going.
What's next? A woman as king?
Check out these wares.
Because by everything I've heard or in this game so far, that's where they were at.
I've sent a messenger to the claim to let everyone know.
If there's anything you or your clan need for her arrangements, you need but ask.
There'll be time for all of that later.
Aloy, I'm glad you're back. I'm at a loss about Ursa. To learn she lives, then lose that hope seems cruel.
She wouldn't want us to waste time talking. She'd want us to find Dervahl. She said he raved about smoke darkening the sun. Tell him what you found in his papers.
A letter. It mentioned a shipment of blaze being sent to a warehouse here. Only, it wasn't addressed to Dervahl. The name was Ayland Forgeman. Does that mean anything to you?
Sounds familiar. Yes, a landlord. The Oseram have been buying up buildings across the city, including one under that name. Let me think. It's by the edge of the mesa, near the temple. It used to be a shop, but it could serve as a warehouse. If Dervahl used the name as an alias to buy it, he might even be there now.
I'll round up my men.
I'll meet you there.
Erend, wait. Remember that no one hates Dervahl more than your own tribe. The clans would give up much to obtain him.
Take him alive? So you can haggle over him? You can't be serious.
Our security depends on keeping the peace. If the opportunity presents itself, take him alive. Consider that a command. Aloy, a moment, please. When we spoke, Aaron didn't wish to dwell on the details of Ursa's death. Understandable, of course. But now that they've been left to my imagination, those details are all I can think about. You were there. Did she suffer?
Yes, he tortured her.
She wasn't worried about her pain. She was worried about her brother. And she was worried about you.
Thank you, Aloy. I suppose I needed to know I was as much on her mind as she is on mine. Find Dervahl and bring him before me. He will answer for his crimes.
If we delay longer, I fear Dervahl's mysterious plan will succeed.
Could you spare a moment to speak of the finer things?
Able-bodied adventurers, preferably with no friends or family, but I'm not choosy.
This is the place. You home, Dervahl? I got a surprise for you.
Damn.
Or he has a surprise for us.
Is it a bomb? Doesn't look too big.
It's big enough to kill us.
All right. I'll shut up.
Is it a bomb? Doesn't look big enough. It doesn't look very big. Yeah, it's big enough to kill us. I love that.
If I try to take it apart, a booby trap will set it off.
That's a lot of blaze.
If that bomb downstairs goes off, it'll be just what Dervahl promised. Smoke will darken the sun. As the city goes up in flames, there's gotta be a way to stop it. If we can get rid of it somehow, the blast will be much smaller. If that bomb goes off, the blaze will ignite in a firestorm.
I wonder if I can open the doors on the back and pull it out. Let's see here. Is there a way up and around? No. About this. Wait, maybe.
Looks like a wooden bracket. Not very strong.
So is that thing gonna go off?
Not if you push it out the door. Fine, I'll push it. Come on, Aaron.
Okay. Brute force. I'm good at that. What'll it do?
Save the city, I hope. But when the blaze falls, run for it. Because the booby trap on the bomb downstairs is gonna get set off.
Will we survive?
Probably not. Now push.
Hey, look, you survived.
We did it! Dervahl's best shot, and Meridian's still standing.
This isn't over. Dervahl said he'd make Avad watch.
No way. To do that, he'd have to get into the palace, and that's too heavily guarded.
Get back there, just to be sure. I'm gonna look around. Maybe Dervahl's men left something behind when they planted that bomb.
I got it. Don't worry. He tries for the palace. He's finished.
Unless he's already in there.
Boot tracks, with just a bit of blaze in them.
Did you hear that explosion? Have we been attacked by the Karja in shadow? Did you hear that blast? Are we under attack?
What happened?
I haven't had a blast like that since the liberation.
I have a matter of grace and beauty I would like to discuss with you.
There's smoke rising from the edge of the mesa. Are we under attack?
The tracks lead inside. Another one of Dervahl's hideouts. This must be where Dervahl assembled the detonator. He tunneled through the wall. Dervahl did find a way into the palace.
Wish I could be there to see the sun god on his knees.
Quit carping, you chuff. Someone's gotta...
Look at you, Avad. The wriggling runt of a maniac king. You robbed me of my right to kill your father, so I'll have to settle for you. I'm going to enjoy watching the Karja burn. Even more because you'll be watching with me. Say goodbye to Meridian, Avad. Breathe in the stench and choke on the ashes. Something's wrong. It didn't... I didn't hear anything.
There's a bit of smoke rising from the mesa's edge.
No! It should be a firestorm, not some belch from a charcoal burner!
This'll last.
They're okay. Good.
What's this? Oh. You must be the Nora who bushwhacked my camp.
And disabled your bomb.
Did you now? Well, bomb or no bomb, I'm gonna splatter that throne with blood. First yours, then Avad's.
Could be something here.
Why does Avad always have his lady do the fighting? You have to do better than that, Red. Can we feel? I've got a sun god to kill. I've led an army. Killed ravagers. A savage is nothing. Why does Avad always have his ladies do the fighting? Can we finish? I've got a sun god to kill. It's not over yet, Nora. Any good Oseram Tinker will tell you. Always have a third plan.
The lures. Alright, now outfits. They tend to use ice, so
I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more on the way.
Now's my chance.
Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you. Majestic, murderous Glinthawks! Ah! Those majestic, murderous Glinthawks! Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you! Hope you like fighting these things, because there's more in the way.
I've killed a lot more than this so far, my man.
Ah! Those majestic, murderous glinthawks! Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you.
So, Derval. You bitch yet?
As much as I wish Ursa was here to kill you, I don't mind.
Awesome, that sounds like a good idea.
Go ahead. I'm not afraid. Except that knowing you, Aaron, you'll screw it up.
I know what you are afraid of. Going back to Mainspring in chains. Every clan in the claim wants you dead. And they know how to make it hurt. They'll even bid for the privilege.
It's just like you to get someone else to do your killing.
Shut up! You're at the Sun King's mercy now.
Good man, Darren. It's a good man. Talk to Derval, optional. There's Aaron. Is this going to take me to Avad or to Derval? That's Avad, that's Aaron. Yeah, so Derval is out here. Okay. I want to go gloat. What'd you make for breakfast for tomorrow, Queen?
Let's have a chat. No, a colorful discussion.
Arrested too for disorderly conduct.
Come to gloat, Nora.
Yep.
Well, as you can see, I'm busy.
Yeah, you got a nice little bucket there, my man.
I get it. You want to rub it in? Well, it's not working. Ha ha. It's funny to pester the tinker in the cage. What a laugh. You think that bit of scrap on your brow makes you smart? I'll bet you couldn't have taken apart my bomb without it. Think I'm done? Think again. I've gotten out of worse scrapes. While the lunkheads in Mainspring dither over how to kill me, I'll dig myself out. Just you wait. When I get out of here, I'm gonna plant a thunderjaw lure in your bedroll. Gotta admit, it burns me the savage track me down. Most Nora get confused by anything more than two sticks and a string. Don't you have something better to do? Like choke on a lance horn. You think that spear of yours is so fancy, but I could craft it blindfolded during a quick nap. Riding machines. Am I
He's so pressed.
Get one to serve me lunch, then I'll take notice. You're like a burr in a boot. You know that? Just so irritating. Hammer to steel. I hate you.
I love that the more I talk to him, the less, oh, you so, it doesn't bother me he becomes, you know?
By the great flaming forge. Just leave me alone, Red.
Now I want to find where the music is.
Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road.
A woman now stands as Sunhawk of the Hunter's Lodge. Woman now leads the
Khan Padesh once again.
You'll like what I have for sale, I promise.
I've got all the best goods here.
Meridian is a marvel of engineering that has stood for generations.
So, she played by the rules and won.
It's a shame a woman became Sunhawk of the Lodge. But at least she did it to honor the men of her house.
The Oseram love to mine the ruins of the old ones. They even live on the scrap they find.
Pretty. This game is good, y'all. Oh, you are literally in my way.
Talana Khan Kadish, Sunhawk of the Hunter's Lodge.
Now here's a face I don't like.
I have a matter of grace and beauty I would like to discuss with you.
I'm trying to find the climbable spot that was under that. That's the tree she hid behind over there. The ladder should be right there-ish. But it looks like they... Yeah. Yeah. I love video game design. I could never do it, but I love it. We talk to Aaron or Avad first. Let's talk to Avad first. Aaron probably needs a moment.
Aloy, to say you have my gratitude feels woefully insufficient. You saved my life. You saved Meridian. And because of you, there will be justice for Ursa's murder. We can mourn her knowing the truth without painful uncertainty. It's hard to imagine where we'd be without you. And I don't want to try. I hope you will consider staying in Meridian.
Before I get to that, I'm sorry that some of your food burned, Queen. That really sucks.
Why do you want me to stay in Meridian?
I would think that would be obvious.
Not to me.
Huh. Well, to start with, you kept the city from going up in flames. You were strong, shrewd, and capable. I could use someone like you at my side.
Also, now that the captain of his guard is dead, he needs another woman to crush on. Damn. Like you used Ursa? Woo! I'm not a substitute. I need to go my own way. Ooh! Oh! I mean, all three of those are painful in different ways. One of them straight up a fighting word. Some fighting words.
It might be worth taking a moment to examine what you just said.
Yeah.
You just lost Ursa. A woman who stood at your side and could easily be described as strong, shrewd, and capable. It's pretty clear how you felt about her. And now you're asking me to take her place. Is this a job offer or a proposition?
By the sun, you do indeed share much with Ursa, including a withering eye for foolishness. Please, accept my apologies. Seems I'm getting ahead of myself. I need some time to resolve my feelings. I will be forever grateful to you, Aloy. And in time, I'd like to get to know you better. Shall we leave it at that, then?
Were you and Ursa, you know...
I suppose it's obvious how I feel, how I felt about her. She didn't just give me advice. She gave me strength. But we couldn't be together. Relations between the Karja and Oseram and Meridian were unsteady as it was. The union of the Sun King and an Oseram warrior would have led to open revolt in the city. And probably war with the clans.
Did anyone know?
Only one. Dervahl. He wanted Ursa, but she rejected him. And so jealousy became yet another of his hateful motivations.
What exactly will happen to Dervahl?
For now, he'll languish in one of the old cells under the Sun Ring here in Meridian. As for what happens after we negotiate his extradition to Mainspring, I don't want to think about it.
Fair.
My father was very creative when it came to inflicting suffering. But some Oseram devices surpass even his imaginings. What a waste. Dervahl is a brilliant man. I wonder what he would have accomplished if it weren't for my father's cruelty.
I know who attacked the Nora. A faction of Shadow Karja called the Eclipse. They're digging up ancient machines, weapons they want to use to strike Meridian.
I see. What you're saying echoes whispers I've heard from Murad. A Shadow Karja splinter group, corrupted machines across the land. When will the attack come, do you know?
I'm not sure yet.
And we will do what we can to prepare. Keep me informed if you learn more.
Will do.
Aloy, I was just thinking about Ursa. She would have killed Dervahl on the spot. I know it.
No.
That's why she went out to meet him in the first place, to put him down. But she also told me to grow up. I gotta admit it burned a little when she said that, but I'm trying to take it to heart. And I guess growing up means putting what you should do in front of what you want to do. Right?
Exactly.
You're asking me? I'm pretty sure you're older.
Yeah, but I don't act like it, do I?
You did with Dervahl.
Don't give me too much credit. Part of me still wants to wait for a quiet moment and wring his neck.
Yeah, but you won't. Because you're a good captain.
Come on, stop. You're gonna make me tear up.
But yeah, no, she wouldn't have killed him on the spot. Not if the situation was reversed, you know? Like, sure, she would have killed him if she hadn't been captured. But she absolutely... Like, if the situation was reversed and she was in Erin's position, she wouldn't have killed him because she knew she would have also done her duty, just as Erin did.
What do you think the Oseram will do to Dervahl?
First off, They'll argue about it for a long time. But whatever they come up with, it won't be quick. I can live with that. In fact, I might just drop by his cell under the sun ring to remind him what's coming.
So, after all this, what's next for errand vanguardsman?
Heading back to the claim for a while. I'll get in touch with my clan and we'll lay Ursa to rest properly. Like how she would have wanted. And by that I mean less chit-chat, more drinking.
Well...
I know, you gotta go. Killers to track, machines to master, all before breakfast. You know what? When we met, I thought I was a big shot talking to a pretty girl hidden away in the middle of nowhere. Now I see that I was just lucky to get a minute of your time.
Damn.
Try not to forget about me while you're out there changing the world.
I'll always have a minute for you. Maybe even 2.
2?
No more than that, though. Just 2.
She likes me.
As a friend. Trust me on that. Alright, so that's done. Does that leave my... I only have the one. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Now we have the third skill. Knock down machines faster. Maybe. Ammo crafter. Machine repairer. Roar. I think I want the dismount strike. So I'm gonna go here and then try to grab this one, the next 3. All right. Map. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so we have objective over here. We have unexplored up here. Explored here, unexplored there. What is the main mission again? Okay. We have 30 minutes. So I think what I'm gonna do is instead of following the main storyline, I'm gonna head down here. Yeah. Yeah. Do 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 do.
This must be Sunstone Rock. It's being attacked by machines.
I don't like our chances. You want to tell Work Janable to back down? Let's take our chances.
Oh shoot, I'm not wearing my
pulled us out of a tough spot, Outlander. Welcome to Sunstone Rock. You should speak to Warden Geneva inside.
Will do. Gotta loot some shit first.
You can see them, they can't see you.
Ah, this is how.
It was a machine lure. We don't know how they got it.
Rosgrund concealed the parts on his person, no doubt.
We searched him. How?
You don't want to know how.
Ooh. Lovely.
Finally.
Warden Geneva. This is the one who defeated the behemoths.
Outlander. I'm impressed. I don't impress easily. Tell me, how do you fare with hunting living prey?
Haven't had any complaints. Why?
3 dangerous prisoners have escaped. I need my men here, getting the others back in line. None of this would have happened if we dealt with criminals the old way. But I've clashed that gong before, and here I am. And here you are. What's
execution?
The old way? To be buried up to the neck and left for the sun's judgment.
Seems
execution.
to me like the judgment's already been made.
Not one of them committed another crime.
Do you know a hunter named Nil? He told me about this place.
Nil? That's what he calls himself now. Is he well?
I maybe
No.
wouldn't say well.
He was born under a long and dark shadow, but he wasn't a knife without a thought behind it. Like the butchers of the Sun Ring. He had honor, old-fashioned. His time here boiled it to the surface.
Who are these dangerous prisoners?
3 from the isolation cages. Don't feel sorry for them. They've lived well off the Sun King's conscience. First is Rosgrund. Oseram trapmaker, hates the Karja, crazy as a loon in heat. Caught in one too many blasts. Or one too few. Then there's Ulia, a Tanakh warrior, if that means anything to you.
Not really. Another tribe?
Reavers, from the south. Bloodthirsty. Some say they're cannibals, but she slurped gruel well enough. And the last is Gavan, a traitor who smuggled weapons to the exiles.
Compared to the other 2, this one doesn't seem so bad.
He helped drag out a civil war, all for the shards it got him. A machine has more warmth.
War profiteering.
So the Karja keep their criminals in this place?
Since the liberation, we've had them all, from thieves to the Mad King Dron's former kestrels. The Sun King believes in the power of change, and sure enough, some did change. Shed their skin, like lizards. I thought all criminals were the same once. That's why the Sun King gave me command of Sunstone Rock. As an education.
Sounds like an honor. I mean, I haven't seen any other women in Karja armor.
No. I'm not one of your sisters. No woman can wear Karja armor. When I was young, I chose to become a soldier. One good enough to join Avad's honor guard. There was talk about what I was. So I'd say, test me, and I'll break your arm. After enough arms had been broken, there was less talk.
I'm curious, but I'd rather we didn't have to start fighting.
Agreed.
I kind of like her. She's a bit of a bitch, but in a fun way.
So you want these prisoners brought back?
No. I want them put in the earth. I doubt they'll give you any choice. They had their chance with the Sun King's generosity. So now they face mine. A bounty on all their heads. Ulia of the Tanakh, Rosgrund of the Oseram, and the traitor Gavan.
If I did this for you, I'd need a lead on them.
Well, when Ulia first swept through the Sundom, It was with the jungle bandits. I say she'll go back. Rosgrund we pulled out of a crack in Dusk Mesa, where he'd been tinkering with his bombs. And Gavon will be trying to pay his way across the lake. I'd burn my palm on it. Look in Bright Market.
Okay.
Arrested 2 for disorderly conduct last night. You don't want to know what they were doing.
Another lure. Oh wait, I remember what I was looking for. Cell, traps. %44 damage, 51% handling. Corruption coil. Freeze. Hey, resist freeze. Means I can finally properly, there we go, do that. Yay. All right. Where's my, there it is. 18. Just plain 18. Okay. Okay. So, vantage point first. Aha! Zip line from up there. Which then I climb from here. Got it. Understood. And now zip line.
Every vantage a story.
Ooh.
Apaka shitstorm tour day 7. I was 3 months out of rehab when we went camping out here. Wyatt went to sleep early, so it was just the two of us. When we stayed up and watched the Perseids. After, as we talked about the stars and space tech, I suddenly knew what I wanted to do with my life.
All right, sounds good, Queen. Have a good rest of your night. Thanks for coming.
Apaka shitstorm tour day 7. I was 3 months out of rehab when we went camping out here. Wyatt went to sleep early, so it was just the two of us. When we stayed up and watched the Perseids. After, as we talked about the stars and space tech, I suddenly knew what I wanted to do with my life.
Aw. All right. So there's one here, and then one up here. Need to get up here anyway. And I have that over there. Need to get over here. Well. All right. We have some time. We'll get started. Going over here first.
Okay, I already got rid of the bandits. I don't think it'll be hard to find this warrior.
There he is.
I told you they would come. Drive her into the dirt.
Oh boy.
Do not fear death. Beckon it.
No way we could have talked about this, huh?
All the Karja did was talk. Talk and bleed. Talk and shackle me. But you fought like a Tanakh. I'd have taken you for my child.
You can't just take a child.
The strong take from the weak. And in the taking, I'm made stronger. These stories pricked into my skin. Look. Children, riches, lives, and land. All of these have been mine. Drink of my blood, and they'll live on.
stories to carry.
Aw. All right. Well, she's done. Let's head over here. All right. Let's also swap over to this. Helps me going the right way, doesn't it? Oh, look at that light. Nope. I'm just gonna run. Oh, fuck. I know I've run past it, but it's also 10 o'clock, so I think I'm going to call it here and pick up here next time. Gotta let the health respawn. Quick save. But yeah, we're gonna call it there. Thanks for joining. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for you know, etc. Thanks for stopping in. I hope you all have been enjoying this as much as I have been. I hope you all are doing well. Yeah, tomorrow we'll be back with more Whatever Wednesdays, which is the day where basically I play whatever I feel like playing. Slash Ale and Tail Tavern with my friend Rose if she's available. I need to check with her, that reminds me. Actually, let me go ahead and message her now. Yeah, yeah, we'll either be playing at Ale and Tail Tavern, or maybe Rainbow Six Siege, or Marvel Rivals, or some combination of the three. or 2 of the 3, or something along those lines. Some combination. Yeah. If you're wanting more Horizon Zero Dawn, you can either check out my YouTube by going up to my Linktree, or youtube.com/ shoot, what is the slash? youtube.com/ @CrimsonKnight. Yeah, basically. youtube.com/ @CrimsonKnight. You can check out my VODs there. Or if you want to catch me live the next time, it's every Tuesday, basically, until we beat the game. So yeah. Anyway, like I said, tomorrow's whatever Wednesdays. Next Tuesday, more Horizon Zero Dawn, picking up where we left off here. Trying to think if there's trying to think if there's anything else that I want to say to before we no. So just as I said at the top of the stream, if you want to support me or follow my socials or anything like that, go to the Linktree. You'll find links to the socials, the Discord, the YouTube, the Twitch, the Ko-fi, the Patreon, all the places where you can follow me, consume my content, hang out with me, or help support me, basically. Me/my content. So yeah. I'm so sorry. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. And until then, remember to have empathy, be kind, be safe. Love yourselves and love everyone around you. And I will see you all next time. Love you all.